What's up? My name is Neil, and I am 21 or 22 days out from my acoustic neuroma surgery. This was actually my second time around. I had one done. I had an acoustic neuroma 12 years ago. I had it removed. It was a bit of an experience, but figuring I went through it 12 years ago, doing it again, 12 years later, I figured I knew, what I was going through. I'm a vet, but a little bit different. A lot of the same things, but a little bit different. I'll tell you this though, if I get another acoustic neuroma, it's staying. I'm not getting rid of it. 2 times is enough to have somebody go into your head. Your brain is not meant to be played with too many times. Trust me on this. Sounds silly, but your head is not meant to be played with. You go in there, you touch the brain, you let too much air in and all that other stuff. It all takes effect, and I saw that the second time around. Things really changed for me. I'm talking about hallucinations and all sorts of floating goodies and whatnot. It's not the way that you think. Everything started to change for me. Anyway, you notice I got the hat over my eye because I have the facial weakness. I got the Bell's palsy. It's not full. It's I have a little weak motion. So I could lift that side just a little bit, but keeping the eye closed, that's more of a task. I can close it, but there's always a little bit of air that gets in underneath, and that dries my eye out. So patches and whatnot, if you're going through it for the first time and you get the Bell's palsy, you might want to get the patch, but you realize, like I do, patches don't work. All it does is cover your eye. It'll cover your eye, but your eye's still wide open underneath that patch. You try to tape your eyelid down and all that stuff, nothing really works. Nothing really works. So what I found is just putting a hat over my eye holds it down, so I don't have to worry about all that other crap, tape and whatnot during the night. So I actually try to sleep with a hat on at night to keep my eye closed. Trust me, it's a good little trick. Anyway, what you will realize, or what you will go through if this is your first time going through acoustic neuroma removal, which it is most people. Doctors told me, surgeons told me that 2 times is very rare. My surgeons were actually doing these surgeries for over 30 years, the both of them, and I had one of them tell me that he only did 2 others in his career, recurrence of the acoustic neuroma. So it's not all that common. Say when they get it the first time, it's usually beat up so well that even if they leave a little bit, it's not gonna thrive. It's not gonna grow back. But I had one of them strong ones, I guess, and it just came on back pretty strong. Got it taken care of as soon as I found out about it. Like I said, not doing it again. If I find out I have another one come 2, 3 years, 10 years down the line, I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna let it grow. I'm gonna let it do what it has to do. To go through this thing too many times is just not normal. Not letting anybody go on my head. We'll see what technology brings us to 10, 15 years from now. Maybe they can just do something real easy, get it out of there 1, 2, 3 without the cutting and the messing with your brain. Anyway, what you will find when you have the removal is that once you have it, you will get some headaches here and there. When you get yourself home, stay in the house. Stay in the house. And this is why I say that, because you are so open to catching colds and viruses and bugs. This is my second time, like I said. First time I had it, 2 days after I got home, caught a bug. And when you catch a bug, after having these surgeries, it seems like it's the worst thing in the world. You know, you vomit, whatever, you get these really bad headaches, you get the nausea, and when you vomit after having this surgery, it feels like your head is going to explode right at the entry point, right where they split you open. When you get that heave, that gag, oh, you feel that strain. That strain is powerful. So it's the worst. The first time, they told me, if you get nausea or whatever, come on back down to ER. Give us a call, whatever. So I gave a call. They told me, go on down to ER. My surgeon met me there. He told me, well, we think it's a bug, but we're just going to be careful. We're going to be sure. We're going to get you a spinal tap. Not fun. Not fun. So I'll say this again. You had the surgery. Stay home. Stay away from sick people. Keep yourself well. Staying home is not just about getting better. Staying home is about staying okay. Because once you step out those doors, you open to all of that nonsense. True, you will get sick. That's the way I feel. Because it happened to me the first time. This last time, thinking that I'm I've been through it before. I know what I have to go through. I already had, I don't have the hearing in my left ear from the first surgery. And I was completely destroyed. So when they went through the surgery the second time, I didn't have to worry about the room spinning and whatnot after surgery. It was already gone. So I didn't have to learn how to walk and balance and all that. I already had that. I was already good. I already lost it the first time, so I was good. Felt like when I left the hospital, I could just go home, take care of myself, no problem. I'm not with anybody. I'm not in a relationship, so I'm living on my own in my own apartment. Figured I'd come home and take care of myself. Well, got sick. 3 days out. Got sick, and it was a powerful sick. Hot temperature. I couldn't take my temperature. First of all, I don't have any thermometer or whatever you call those things. I don't have anything to take my temperature. But I was sweating buckets. I knew I was bad sick. Stomach was not only flipping, but it was in some serious pain. To the point where I started to vomit. Not only to vomit, but it came out the other end as well. All at the same time. Nothing you could do but lay there, shiver, with sweat pouring down my head, knowing that I was probably 1 or 2 degrees away from death. And that's how I felt. Just felt like I was about to die. Nobody around me, no nothing. You can't pick up the phone and call nobody when you're in a death shock shiver. You know what I'm saying? As much as you want to get help, you think of yourself in the hospital shivering on the floor, butt naked, throwing up, diarrhea, the whole bit. You think, do I really want to be in a hospital like this? Let me try to beat it. And that's what I tried to do. I sat home, laid on the floor in the bathroom, shivering, sick. It was a mistake. I needed to go to the hospital. I really probably should have gone to the hospital because I was real close. I feel that I was real close to death. Way too sick. I've never been that sick in my life. Anyway, this was the second time around. After I got through that 14 or 15 hours of sickness, it started to come down, but I lost 7 pounds overnight. 7 pounds. Now, we're talking about sick. When you lose 7 pounds in a matter of hours. So, again, keep yourself at home. Take care of yourself. Don't rush yourself out the house. I know you got a lot of things to do. And if you're like me, you have to take time off from work. They always want all that paperwork and whatnot. Make sure that when you get the surgery, you come back and let us know when you're going to come back and blah, 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 blah. They want you taking care of all this paperwork after you have brain surgery. Whatever. So anyway, take your time. Don't worry about all that. Your health is most important. I learned that the hard way. But anyway, again, my second time around, just trying to give you a little piece of advice from my experiences, my 2 experiences. And I know there's a couple of videos out there of people that had the acoustic neuromas, you know, family. But anyway, hope this helps. Take care of yourself. Everything gets better. The Bell's palsy, if you should happen to get the Bell's palsy, don't even worry about it. I had it the first surgery I had. Right out of surgery, I was good. No Bell's palsy, no nothing. But when I got sick, and I let myself come into contact with a virus and cold and whatnot, the steroids and whatnot, they started pulling me off a little too early. Along with the sickness, Bell's palsy started setting in. I had Bell's palsy for a couple of months. Alright. But it went away. For the most part, it went away. My face was never as strong, but you couldn't tell. Unless you were looking for it, you couldn't tell. Right now, my surgeon tells me that, you know, they didn't have, the nerve wasn't affected, the facial nerve wasn't affected. They didn't have to, you know, really touch it. It wasn't severed. So it should come back strong, you know. But you know, anytime they go in there, have to move and maneuver, you know, it's going to affect the nerve. So that's why my nerve is affected. But it comes back in stages. They tell me the first stage is from 8 to 12 weeks, and since my nerve wasn't cut or severed or anything like that, they're expecting a full recovery within the 8 to 12 weeks. So anyway, small problem. The worst of it is the eye, trying to keep the eye closed. Also trying to chew. I will say that you will be biting the inside of your lip a lot. That's a pain in the butt, but either way, it's a small problem. You know, little things. Don't worry about the Bell's palsy. It gets better. Anyway, hope it was helpful. Good luck to you if you're about to go through it. No problems at all. You'll be fine. Peace.